Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about vaginal vitamins. If you're still interested, keep on watching. All right, let's get into this. Today's episode is for adult content only. If you're a bit squeamish, if you have issues, then you don't need to be on this channel whatsoever. Go ahead and click on some other body's link or page or YouTube, whatever the case might be. This is not might be for you. But the purpose of this video is to help people like myself who I can't say ashamed, but we all have vaginas for those who are women. And there are concerns. I don't know what to say. Like, basically, the whole point of this video is to help women out. Now, if you have yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis, this video is for you. Now, as a woman, I wish there was a handbook, but, you know, we go to these doctors. It's a vicious cycle, to be honestly with you. Doctors will give you antibiotics. And, of course, if you're on antibiotics, you have to follow up with some type of anti-yeast medication, because antibiotics kind of wipe down the whole gut and the whole floral bacteria, the good bacteria that's in our gut and also in our vagina, and basically wipes it out, causes a yeast infection. Anyone who's had a yeast infection know they're the fucking worst, So I'm here to basically help you guys out. Now, I came across, let me tell you, I came across this. Now, these are boric life. They're boric acid, 600 milligrams. It's a pH level. They're basically vaginal suppositories for your vaginal. Okay, let's see if you can see that. Oh, lighting is horrible. Okay, down it down. I would not recommend these, but these right here is the Shiznick Vaginal Vitamins. Yes, honey, you hear me? This is a lifesaver. If you have a vagina, you need to use this. If you want your juice box or your Louis Vuitton, whatever you want to call your vagina, you need these in your life. Seriously. Let me go ahead, and I know I'm going to go ahead and kind of do it at different angles. And of course, I'm going to take pictures of it. These are life-saving. I've been on these for the past 6 months. Like, this is the original bottle. Apparently, because of COVID, she hadn't had time to kind of label them. So this was the original. So this has like about 1 or 2 in them, about 3 of them. And basically it's a supply of 30 vaginal suppositories. It's called Vaginal Vitamins, Vaginal Suppositories, all natural for vagina use only to promote healthy pH balance. This right here, ladies, is a lifesaver. Now, I'm not afraid. I'm happy to share whatever. Growing up or having my own juice box, she can flare up. I don't know what to call her. Sasha Fierce. I don't know what to give her a name. Mildred, Gutrid. I don't know what to call her, but she is her own entity. Any little thing throw her off. For example, soap. If I change soap while I'm taking a shower. So that's why a lot of people, they would use Dove unscented, or they would use the Castel soap, the baby soap, or you can get the Castel from Whole Foods or whatever, Target. You can use different type of soaps. But for me, anything, I've used Dr. Roberts personal wash. I've used different type of washes from Whole Foods. She's sensitive. She's super sensitive. Like I said, I'm allergic to latex. That's how sensitive she is. So I highly recommend these. Now, what you need to know about these is if you have a yeast infection, this will cure it in 2 to 3 days. Literally, you will see an improvement within 1 day. And how you insert this makes a whole difference. Now, you can purchase the applicators. And these are the suppository applicators. And you can get these on Amazon. I want to say they're $13 or $15. They're by NutriBlast. It fits most pills. And I'm going to show you how to basically apply it to the suppository applicator. But as far as applying it yourself, this is not that kind of YouTube video. It's really not. But anyway, so I'm going to show you. So basically, oh, all right now. So this is what they look like. I took one out of the bag. This is clean, okay? They come pre-wrapped, and basically they're disposable. So you insert them one time and you throw them away. No reapplying, no whatever the case. Because if you're reapplying dirty stuff, of course you're going to get a yeast infection and bacterial vaginosis. You need to take better care of yourself. So this is what it is. So you take one of these, and I'm going to go ahead, and my hands are clean. And what you do is you basically, this is the pill. Now the pill looks like this. Okay. Okay. Let's kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really small. It's clear, and it has white powder inside of it. So that's the boric acid. Now this one, I'm not quite sure what's the milligrams for this one, but hers is 600 milligrams of blessed boric acid and gelatin capsules. So basically what it says, insert one suppository into your vagina. While it dissolves in your vagina and it will drain out, please wear a panty liner. You need to wear a panty liner with this. Your box will be so fucking juicy with this bitch. Oh my God. You literally, seriously, you need to wear a panty liner. I usually do it at nighttime and let it and sleep in an aligned position. Insert after you finish taking a shower and everything, and then insert it into your vagina. Go to sleep. Wear a panty liner because your whole vagina is going to be soaking wet. Of course, the capsule, the gelatin capsule with your natural body heat is going to melt it. And then, of course, it's going to expel out. But the simple fact is your whole vagina is going to be wet the whole freaking day. Like, you need to wear a panty liner for the remaining duration of the day. For real, for real. Like, it's that serious, and you need to change them. Now, me having reoccurring yeast infections is just a common thing, but I haven't had a yeast infection in probably months, ever since I started this, because there's no use. But like I said, you basically insert this in the suppository, and then you just basically push it upward, and then of course, whoop, and it goes inside your vagina, like literally insert it in. And of course, you just remove it and throw this in the garbage. Now, how I came across this, I came across this on Ann White page. Ann White is basically a life coach on Instagram. She gives you tips on master classes for single people and master classes for marriage. She is like the guru. So I was like, what the hell? These, didn't care too much for them, but hers, the reviews about people, men eating their wives out or their significant others out for hours. They don't know why the box is so different. It's like one review, a lady was like, oh my God, she's had reoccurring BV and yeast infections, and, she didn't feel comfortable and she didn't feel fresh. And a lot of times when we have our periods, we don't feel fresh, and then that foul odor, whatever the case might be. But with these, you don't have no odor. Like literally, you'll even forget that you have a period, but you'll know you're bleeding. You have your period on common sense. But this actually helps with after menstrual. Like, you don't need to douche. Nobody should be douching at all, for real, for real. Like, this is the supplement for that, and it literally cleanses your vagina out and just makes it refresh, like magnifique fresh. Now, back to how I met her. I went across her Instagram page, and she was selling these vitamins. Everybody was raving about, older women, how their vagina was getting dry due to menopause, but using these for a couple of days basically brought refreshness and the pH balance back into their vagina. And then, of course, women were talking about how their boxes were wet and their husbands would come home and they would be having sex and they would be going for hours and hours. And then other women would rave about how their husbands would be down there eating forever and they'd be exhausted because he's still eating. And then they'd be coming up for air saying, hey, babe, what's so different? And then, to be honestly with you, it makes your vagina sweet, like no lie. Women, y'all need to taste yourselves. And I know this is gonna sound really gross, but no, let's get in here. Let's really get into this. If you want a man to sit there and eat you out, why won't you taste yourself to make sure your pH balances are correct and you smell fresh? Trim down there, take a shower prior to him eating you out, kind of thing. And of course, taste yourself. Take a clean finger, go down there and taste yourself to see whether or not, if the pH, if it's too alkaline, if it's too salty, you can determine what is going on. Don't talk about, oh, Gio, that's nasty. No, fuck that. Now, 9 out of 10 chances when he's coming down there from eating you out, where's the next thing he tried to do? Kiss you so you can taste your own stuff. It's common. It is so common. And most women be like, oh, baby, come up here. Let me taste me. No, seriously. Taste yourself to make sure what he's eating down there is nutrition and value and does not stink. So if you want a man to be down there forever, taste yourself. Like periodically, taste yourself. Make sure everything is okie dokie. Like whatever he's eating or guzzling down his throat is the same thing you would want to be guzzling down your throat. Because when he comes up, he's kissing you, boo. He's kissing you and you are tasting you regardless. So make sure you are trimmed. He is trimmed, because the worst thing is for a man to have hairs down there. And then, of course, he's sweating and then that stuff is coming inside of you. It's coming inside of you. Of course, you're going to have reoccurring yeast infections because your body, your vagina is naturally cleansing itself. Girl, no. You take a shower and he take a shower. For real, for real. But I can put this to use and I can actually say my stuff is yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. And to be honestly with you, it smells fruity. Now, when the ladies in their reviews talking about, oh, you know, it smells fruity, I didn't believe them. But your vagina is not supposed to really have a scent, but like a natural, like maybe the back of your hand kind of smell. I don't know what everybody back of their hand smell like, but for real, for real. But it does give like a juicy fruit or some type of a Skittles scent. And I'm not even lying, because at first when I was reading the reviews, I was like, man, that's some bullshit right there. No, dog, no, it's real shit. It's real shit. This stuff, I put my Louis Vuitton bag on this. I put my Infinity truck on this, like for real. Like we women don't really talk about pH balance. It's not like we go around saying, hey, let's talk about pH balance and what's going on with your vagina. But I hope people take out of this video that, look, you need to take care of your box. You get one box your whole lifetime. Take care of it. Cherish it. And you do what the fuck you want to do with it, but be protective and take care of it. And I mean, seriously, these things are going like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't give a fuck. But anyway, last dude I was with was like, oh my God, Gio, why is your thing so wet? I ain't telling a nigga why it was wet. I was like, I'm just naturally like this. But in actuality, this is it. Now, I used this prior to intercourse. Oh my God. Literally 30 minutes prior to. One of the ladies suggested it. And I was like, wow, you can do that before that? I had to put it to test. My ass is experimental. You hear me? So what I did, I put it in prior to me having relations. Fuck that. Sex. And let's just say dude was going and going and going. And I was like, damn. And he was like, gee, your thing's wet. And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't it be wet? He was like, nah, it's wet. And he just kept on going and going. I'm sitting in the back of my head like, damn, when is he gonna catch his nut? Like kind of thing. And it was just going and going. I'm not talking about 10 minutes, ladies. I'm not talking about 30. It was going and it was still wet. I'm like, no lube. I was like, damn, no lube. And it was really interesting. So after we had relations, it was good. And he looked at my stuff and he was like, what you got down there? And I was like, a vagina. Like, he was like, I ain't never met nobody who's still wet after the fact. And dude was like, oh, let me play with you. I was like, no, I don't like people playing with my vagina with their fingers. And he was like, why? Nigga, have you even looked at your hands? You got Edward Scissorhands thing going on. No, ladies, do not ever let a man with long fingernails play with your vagina, not even outside the clit or inside. What happens is you're basically causing little tears inside your vagina to cause bacterial vaginosis. And that's basically another big word for a yeast infection. It's just reoccurring. That is horrible, really horrible. Tell the dudes or females, whatever the heck your partners are going to be, to trim their nails. Nobody's nails should be going inside your vagina, just trying to hit the the G-spot or the vulva, whatever the heck they do. No, that's a no. Edward Scissorhands, you're not coming in here. So I told you flat out, you ain't playing with me with them Edward Scissorhands. And he chuckled and laughed. And trust me, he trimmed them bitches, though. I tell you that much. I don't play. When it comes to my stuff, I don't play. But anyway, I will link the information of Anne's website, and she's on Instagram. She is a life coach. And these are running, I want to say $35, including shipping. I want to say, but I will link the price. And I purchased these my own. So this video is definitely not being sponsored by anybody whatsoever. This is basically my coins. And like I said, this is like my third, like I have an extra one, but this is from the first one. It's still in its wrap and I don't care for it too much. So I'm probably might give that away. But I wouldn't give away something I don't really endorse. But these are the Shiznick. Like this is the second bottle. And I haven't even opened these yet. Like they're still got this like the tab on it. There it is. All right. But they're called Vaginal Vitamins, Vaginal Suppositories. And let me go ahead and read what it says. It says, recommendation, when you have an infection, insert one pill every 2 to 4 days until infection clears. The infection will clear within basically 24 hours, no lie. But if you do want to treat the whole thing, I would do 3 to 4 days as it suggested. It will clear up. And then it says, when you don't have an infection, insert a suppository 2 to 4 times per week. Refrain from sex until the pill has drained out. Shower before engaging in intimate activities. Okay, like it drained. Like when I said I inserted it in, I did, but it drained itself out probably an hour or 30 minutes prior to me having relations. But literally is the bee's knees. Like I highly recommend these. Like these things are a lifesaver. Like ladies, a lot of people have been inboxing me about this video that's coming out. If you disagree, tell me. Just leave me an anonymous inbox or DM me and tell me how you feel about these. Like these are the bee's knees. You will thank me. Like seriously, you will thank me and your vagina will thank me. And for dudes who have girlfriends, wives, or mistresses, or whatever the heck you want to call them these days, and she is not pH French and you're eating her and you're not liking the way she tastes or whatever the case might be. Ooh, excuse me. Talk to her in a way that she will understand where she's not being offended, because we women can be offended and we are very self-conscious. Like I don't want to have relationships with someone if I'm not feeling 100% sure down there. Okay, so be gentle in how you basically come across, like say, hey babe, you know, this girl on YouTube highly recommends these, you know, blah, blah, blah. But don't take it as negative criticism. Just think you're going to have the best sex of your life. Like every time he sees you, he'll pull your drawers and start eating you out. Yes. After you done took a shower though, I'll tell you that much. But these, okay, so like I was saying, I highly recommend these vaginal vitamins for your vagina, for your juice box, whatever you want to give it a name, you need to actually get these. So like I said, I will have this information in my description box, the website on where you can purchase these and the cost. You will thank me, and I would like for you to give me your honest opinion on what you think of these. Like me, you won't have an allergic reaction. It will be draining. Your box will be wet for the next couple of days. So I advise, please wear a panty liner. And you, like after every menstrual, you'll notice after every menstrual, it doesn't have any foul odor or any like that. And I highly recommend that you trim down there and you maintain, the moisture levels, like change. If you're coming from the gym, don't stay in wet clothes or underwear. Trim your hairs down, because hair does trap dirt and dead skin cells and urine and all of that stuff in blood. Just trim it down. I highly recommend these vaginal vitamins from Ann White. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please give it a thumbs up. And please hit your notification bell. I will upload a new video every Thursday on adult contact. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.